Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Isn't the meetup?
Sure is.
Oh,
Welcome.
cool.
You're just the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. You're good. You're trying to decide where to get something to drink.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, bubble tea. I was like, now
Yeah. They usually don't open for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Pharmacy goes, hello, good morning. Yes.
I'm Amy.
Hayden. What was your name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Lindsay? Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet
Good morning, good morning. Feel free to spread out depending on how you feel about the pandemic going on.
So you're the organizer for this whole thing?
Mm-hmm. Sure am.
Wow, that's great. Thank you.
Thank y'all for coming. It's just nice to have conversations with people that, you know, are not over the internet.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't like the Zoom. I don't like Zoom.
Oh, I
Very
know.
much so.
Yeah. Don't like. I'm tired of the Zoom calls, right?
Yeah.
So you all Nashville natives? Or?
I just came here like 2 months ago.
Right on.
Wow, from where?
From San Diego.
Wow, that's a huge change.
Yeah.
Isn't it cold here?
It is cold.
I'm like, that's one thing that I am not used to is how cold it is here.
Yeah. So it is.
So you're not from
Well, I
here either?
was in, well, I've been here about a year and a half now.
Okay.
So, but from California too, outside of Sacramento area.
Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah.
My stepfather's from Oside, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
From Oceanside.
Yeah. But I'm not familiar with it. I'm not going to pretend like I am at all. I did go to San Diego Zoo, though. That was really nice.
This is my husband,
Hello,
Rick.
good morning.
This is Rick.
Hello.
This is Hayden and Lindsay.
Lindsay, and I'm sorry?
Hayden.
Hayden.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Go Bills.
Yes,
Today's
we're
a big
waiting
day.
for this.
Today's a big day.
It's a huge day. Fingers crossed that somebody didn't play, but I guess they are.
Yeah, he's gonna. I mean, I figured that. I mean, even if he's not ready, he's gonna play.
The NFL needs them for sure.
Yeah. So and you know, I didn't want any excuses. You know, like if Andy
You're right.
started as, you know. So
I get that mentality.
Yeah. So it's. I hope we knock him out, but
It's going to be a great game either way.
yeah.
Well, cool. So California and then New York-ish.
No, actually, well, we both were actually
Well,
from New York
originally from New York, but then we've been in California for most of our lives.
Yeah,
Don't know.
my family's from Buffalo, but we moved out to California when I was like 6. So
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Still
I have
big
family
changes
in
everywhere.
Folsom.
Oh, you do?
We
Okay,
used to live in El Dorado.
Folsom.
Well, we used to live in Folsom and El Dorado Hills, which is right next door. It's kind of like it's like Hendersonville, Gallatin,
I
basically.
wonder if you know my cousins Sarah and Jim. Sarah and Jim, and all their kids went to Folsom High School.
Okay.
Okay.
Worked at Intel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of people work at Intel.
She was, a lot of people in Folsom. She
Yeah.
was just, she's really, really like social butterfly. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, okay.
you know.
Yeah.
How old are her kids?
Oh gosh, what are they now? They're in their 20s.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Well, yeah.
our
So,
son
but-
is 22 and our daughter's 19.
Yeah. Yeah, they just, we're kind of empty nesters now, so
Yeah.
we're like, okay, let's move to Nashville.
Yeah.
There you go. I was going to ask, so what have you been doing? But it's like, we're going to move to a new city.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was just kind of a job change situation, so he had an opportunity to come out, and we're like, okay. So so we just decided to move, and we're like, left so much behind.
So are you all renting? Did you buy? Or?
No, we
did.
bought.
Yeah, we bought,
It was. We have 2 dogs, and then renting is so expensive, you know, that it's like when we first started looking at renting, I'm like,
I mean, it's not comparable to California, but it's
not
still
that far off.
It's not that far off.
Yeah, it is kind of expensive here.
Yeah.
It is a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and as you go out, I mean, it gets more affordable. But we were actually thinking about living in Hendersonville initially.
Yep.
But then when you start looking at the traffic, and it's like, oh, if I got to go from Hendersonville to like Laverne, forget it.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah.
So that's where I was.
Because I'm
like,
out in
okay.
Antioch right now. So,
Okay.
yeah. And I shop in Laverne, so I get it.
Yeah.
It's a hike for
Yeah,
sure.
and I got to go up and down Middle Tennessee, just you know,
Yeah.
it can make a little. I mean, with COVID, you know, no one goes anywhere. But
Just nice. I mean, it's been a good change for everybody. I think it's a reset button for a lot of people.
What about you?
It is,
Where, You're not from here then? either,
East
or-
Tennessee, so I'm not too far off.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nashville is still completely different from
Yeah.
East Tennessee,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
but
The Highlands of the East.
Yeah, yeah. Good old Smoky Mountains.
Now, a
Plenty
friend
of
of mine
country.
told me that's what the 3 stars are for: the Highlands of the East, Middle Tennessee, and the Lowlands of the West. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, okay.
It's a great state to live in. Here's way more expensive than anywhere else, but
So
more
what brought
opportunities.
you out to Nashville then, or Antioch area?
I moved here for a promotion with an event company. Events went downhill
Yeah.
within a couple months,
Yeah.
but I've been fine. I mean, I had plenty of money saved, but
Yeah.
so I moved out here just to. It's my second time moving to Nashville.
Okay.
So I'm
So
just.
is there,
hanging out.
I mean, we're all hopeful that,
The events
April,
are gonna be
May-ish,
back
you
again.
know, that we're...
Especially with vaccines,
Yeah.
if you have it, you can probably go to concerts,
Yeah.
and they'll have specialized concerts just for those people, I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I can
Well, I think
imagine.
also they're trying to
Yeah.
develop at-home tests, too.
Well, how are they going to
Cool.
know? I mean, are they going to, like...
You can
if-
forge those so easily.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I was like...
I'll get it.
Yeah.
I know.
I'd rather just get it than spend 2 hours forging one. But if your favorite band comes to town, you haven't been able to get it yet. What
Yeah.
are you gonna do? So I don't know what'll happen. Hello, Mike.
Morning.
Oh, hey, hi, Mike.
Hey, what's going on, Mike?
Hey, oh, you showed up too. I saw her on there.
Well,
I don't know if it was, I didn't remember it being a +1.
I'm never like...
I'm like, she's got to get away from it.
Yeah, I was trying to,
I know.
but...
Make some of my own friends.
Yeah. So which group do you all know each other from?
We've
well,
been
we-
in
Which
Washington.
one was? Is that one
was,
even alive anymore?
Yeah,
I have no
it's
idea. I don't
probably
think so.
It was a
I met them at a
group.
meetup
Yeah.
before COVID.
Was it
Yeah.
the list?
Okay.
And then
That was, we went to the Listening Room for a brunch.
Okay.
that's right.
And,
And then we went to
yeah.
Beard Iris
Yeah,
after.
yeah. You know, they're going to open one over at Sylvan Supply.
Yeah, is it open yet?
Not yet.
Is nothing
Not
open over there yet?
There's something open there, but it's, there's one little restaurant that's open, but that's it.
That's out west, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
on Charlotte. Yeah, just past LL Market.
Okay.
By like Farm Burger and all that.
It's been the Bearded, and like they use like 1/3 of the tables on the patio.
Oh, is that right?
It's annoying as crap.
Yeah.
You walk up and it looks basically empty, like started on.
I know. We actually went to
Yeah.
City Winery. Was that Friday night?
Yeah, Friday
Yeah.
night.
And we
Was that a
thought
free show?
it was.
I saw that after I'd already had other plans.
Yeah, and it was. We thought there'd be a lot of people. Free show, great venue, and
it's indoors, right?
It was
Yeah,
indoors,
it's indoors.
but
It's
it's a
great.
huge
City
space.
Winery?
Maybe 2/3.
It's
table
kind
service?
of by
Table service.
And were they
Body.
only doing 2/3,
I don't
or
know.
that, or they had them spread out?
I
and
know.
that's-
Yeah, they had them
Where
spread out.
no,
but they couldn't
where
go
nothing
all.
is in Nashville.
Oh.
Every time you tell me a street, I'm like,
Show, but I haven't touched it.
Middlesboro Pike? It goes everywhere. What are you talking about?
And that's actually when we got there a little
Yeah.
early.
I know where Bearded Iris is.
Yeah.
And they have like this
Okay,
main floor,
yeah,
and then
so
up here is
no,
kind
we
of
went to this
just
place
like a
on
step-up
City
area.
Winery.
And
It's not too
there
far
was
away
tall
from
tables
here.
there, and there was
And
a
it was a
table
free
for two,
concert.
and I
It was
didn't
like,
want to
and
sit
this
at a
one-
table for
yeah,
four
she
because
said
I
it
thought
was
that might be
really
an issue
good.
later.
Right.
But
So they're all
the
set up
bummer
there,
part
it's a
is
good
that
view
you
from
just
there.
have to sit there at a
And
table.
literally no one
and
else sat
no
up
one
there.
can like stand up. It was
It's
just
just
kind of
us.
like,
I was like, oh.
it was like upbeat music, but you couldn't,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there was
kinda
no
weird.
dancing.
It was hard to just sit there.
Yeah.
There's still just like an asterisk next to it
Yep.
that you can't
Yeah.
truly be yourself and enjoy
Yeah.
100%.
it.
Yeah.
It's tough to find a bad artist in Nashville. At least
Oh,
I haven't yet.
Absolutely.
Any
yeah.
bar you go to, it's usually somebody
Yeah.
worth it. Even at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Just we're missing that energy, man. It just that energy is just like everyone's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So question, why is Sacramento not bigger than it is?
Oh, it's
It's
probably
big.
Okay.
4 times as big as Nashville.
No.
Okay.
3 times, I don't know.
You think so?
Yeah, because the Metro Sacramento area, so you go out to all the way down to Davis and all the way up to, say, Auburn. That's got to be close to 3 million people.
Okay.
And what is Metro Nashville, like 1 million?
Under a million.
Yeah.
I guess it's
So-
700,000.
I'm just a huge NBA fan, so like the Kings
Oh, yeah.
are just
Oh,
like.
the Kings. Oh my gosh.
I'm like, why are they not better? Why can't they get a new stadium? And
Well, we did get a new
did
stadium.
get a new stadium.
And
Okay.
It's a
that was a
really
huge
nice-
success, actually.
Yeah.
because that was the oldest
yeah.
stadium in the NBA.
Yeah, so we did get one,
Yeah.
4 years ago, I want to say?
Yeah.
And
And by we were talking about California.
Sacramento, yeah.
Golden
So
Arena is what it's called.
it was a huge controversy because they did use tax dollars, but it was a huge success.
Yeah.
Okay.
It totally revitalized that downtown area, which I'm sure is just totally devastated now.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's
but
You're
it's
not there, you
beautiful.
don't.
yeah.
It was a great stadium. Yeah, it's a
It
good
was.
stadium, and
Yeah.
concerts were there.
Because
There's
nobody
lots
went
of venue.
downtown. It was,
Okay.
everyone left downtown after work. No one stayed. And, then they put the stadium there and all this, like...
Just revitalized
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, there was all
So
this
you're a
nightlife.
Kings fan?
No. I'm also a Kentucky basketball fan. A lot of the players go there
Yeah.
because the Kings are
Yeah.
terrible, so they always end up
We always
going
get
there.
the high pitch.
Yeah. But yeah, I just
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I was always curious why Sacramento hasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's, you just got to get lightning in a bottle when you're these small market teams.
Yeah.
And it's even so much worse now. I was actually just talking to, we were talking
Yeah.
the other night about it. I was like, man, I don't watch the NBA at all anymore, and I used to love it,
It's kind of fair, especially with the no fans in the stadiums. It's super
Yeah.
weird.
Well, and just the way all the players just go to, one or two teams, and if that's not your team, you got no
Yeah,
chance.
Yeah.
they're just
I agree.
superstars and just concentrated team. Yeah, just a few teams, and that's it.
And that's how
They're the
most-
ones gonna-
So
Yeah. Go
most of the young kids are today. They just like the players. They don't really have teams,
Yep.
especially if you don't live in the city. Because when I grew up,
Yeah.
I was a Boston Celtics fan because a Kentucky player ended up going there. But yeah, I was never a Grizzlies fan. I couldn't be a Titans fan growing up because there weren't any Titans. So I became a 49ers fan. Yeah, it's just not how things go. So you have 2 kids, so right?
Yeah, we had two.
Good deal. And where are they at?
My daughter is in Oregon, University
Okay.
of Oregon, Ducks.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you brought your own.
my
Look at
son
you,
is
so
in Reno
prepared.
right now. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, he just graduated, so he's just kind of
okay.
figuring out what he's wanting to do. He's actually going to be. Where is he going to go to? He's going
Charleston.
to Charleston for
North, South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be
No,
going.
I think he's Charleston, North Carolina.
No, it's Charleston, South Carolina, isn't it?
Over
I don't
South
know.
Carolina, it's gorgeous. Great
Yeah.
reason to visit if you haven't been.
I think he's going to be in North Carolina.
I thought Charleston's.
Well, there is a Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh,
I think
he's
he's gonna
going
be
to the
in
North Carolina?
Well, he was in
Oh.
He was in Charlotte last summer.
Okay.
It's going to be great, whichever. Great state.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. Have y'all been to at least Charleston, South Carolina before?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Beautiful?
Extremely historical. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, we went to Savannah. We were gonna drive over there, but it was like a little too far.
Yeah.
You get
it's
that.
like-
Savannah, Georgia.
Well, then we also saw so much.
Were you in Savannah, Georgia?
Yes, Savannah,
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Um,
We thought, well, maybe we could drive. It was like 2 hours. Like, I don't want to do that. That's like 2 hours there, back. Let's.
yeah.
We
Especially if you're not
We went
spending
to
the night.
Hilton Head. There was so much
we were
else to
just
see.
wanting to stay kind of more in.
That was early in COVID. That was when Georgia was
Savannah.
was like the first state to open back up, and everyone was like, "How can they do that?"
And
They're like,
boy, are
"Let's
they
go."
open. Yeah.
And we
Oh, they're
were-
open. Yeah. I went there for it was bachelor party, Halloween this
Oh, wow.
past time, and nobody wore a mask.
Yeah.
Never got COVID. I ended up getting it after that, but
Oh, okay.
like over Christmas. But yeah, it's just insane that how open some could be compared to what I hear from California, who feels like a
Yeah,
police state.
we just visited with some friends who just recently moved to Hendersonville, and they actually still live in California. And they said they still don't have dine-in.
There's no dine-in.
Yeah.
There's no.
in
You
Alvaro
can't get a
Hills.
haircut or facial.
In Alvaro Hills,
massage.
Folsom,
You know, like you can't do anything.
They're moving out
like
here.
Unless you're a
that anymore.
politician, but yeah.
Yeah.
They just bought a house out there.
They can-
Exactly.
Gotta look good
they
for
said,
them.
yeah,
I
there's
know,
some,
and so
but just
yeah,
like
so
all Sacramento
she
County,
just
which
says,
is
yeah,
just
it's awful.
below
Like, and then there's
Alvarado
a 10
County.
10 p.m.
Is
curfew
still
too.
no dine-in.
So you
And I
cannot
was
be
like,
out in the street
That
unless
is
you're
so
essential worker.
devastating. Because I mean,
It's
even
just
like
dead.
when it's
It's
carry out,
just like really.
I mean, it's not the
very
same,
sad. It's
and
very,
I
very
wonder if
sad.
essential workers
I
have
don't
one
know,
of
it
those
just-
plus
it
signs to
becomes
put
a
on the
drag.
top of
It's
their
like,
car,
okay, I'm
like
gonna
Pizza
drive
Hut.
there, and I'm just gonna bring it
It's
home.
just,
It's
yeah,
like,
just
I
so you
wanna go
know,
out.
I'm just going to work. Yeah, door to door saving lives. It's nothing big.
Yeah, so, yeah, I am thankful that we can at least go out
Yeah.
and do stuff like
It's
this.
sad.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just.
I know, but I'm
Yeah,
glad,
I
you know,
heard
to be able
San
to go
Diego's
out and do
still
stuff
locked
here.
down,
And
Yeah.
we were actually in Florida.
And it's not like it's they're leading the country in
And
a lot of
that's
cases.
where a lot
or
of sports
anything.
teams are going too, just because they are open and they have the facilities to hold it.
Right.
And that's the other thing.
Yeah,
It's like
we
you
heard
can't stop
when we were
young
there that a lot of people
from
were
like going to
moving
see each
to
other. They
Florida
live in high density
because
living.
schools
you
were
know,
open.
and,
Yeah.
And,
they're just going to
you
keep
know,
spreading it, and they don't get sick either.
They just
So you don't know
they were
they've
locked
got
down,
it.
so it was
So
as restrictive, and so
they
there's a
just
lot of
they go see
there,
their
so.
relatives.
And at some
their-
point
their
when it's
bosses
proven
and
that nobody's going
coworkers,
to quarantine,
everybody
Yeah.
gets it.
you know, just open it up and
Yeah, at first the lockdown.
let you
sort of
figure it out
suggested that
yourself.
everybody wouldn't do
Exactly.
that
I just
stuff, and
feel
now
like
they're
that's
just like, well, I can go
you
here
know
or
what they
there.
need to do.
I'll find out where
Yeah.
I want
And luckily we've done it here, but
Yeah.
California, for example.
See
Yeah,
that footage
I
of
know. I
the-
just don't
them,
think it's helping, and it's
police
the
in
cases are
LA
spiking
County,
even more,
they're
right?
breaking up
Yeah,
New Year's
and-
Because
Eve
I
parties.
think people are just still gathering. They,
Doing it.
they
So
are.
it's New Year's Eve. What
You
did
can't
you
just stay
expect people
home
to do?
all the time.
This is awful.
It's just awful.
Driving people insane.
Yeah.
These are my Bill's shoes.
Oh yeah. He's all.
Oh, yeah, you're in.
They look very
You're
clean
good.
because he only
Yeah,
wears
yeah.
them on
I only wear them
Bill's
game day.
I wear them
Game
to bars,
day.
not
Game
for
day, yeah.
hiking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not for hiking.
Yeah.
So y'all going to a bar to watch the game, or
Yeah,
you
we're
just...
gonna go to the Goat. So yeah, we actually we went there after City Winery because it's kind of walking distance. It was freezing, but so we wanted to go check it out because every time we went there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they said that we could reserve a table and the whole bit.
Yeah, like with decent amount of TVs in there.
Yeah. They have some TVs around the bar, but they have a big screen that the whole dining room area can kind of see.
I've never been to any.
Yeah. I mean, there's it was good. I mean, we thought we liked it. We saw some food. We didn't eat anything, but
Yeah,
the
we
food
thought,
looked good.
we wanted to eat
Yeah.
there, so I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not.
Apparently,
but-
the Goat is in an apartment building, and,
Yeah.
and they own it. It's
Oh,
same
I
like-
don't know.
So, like, the pool bar is the Goat.
Oh, okay.
If you live in that apartment complex, the pool bar is the Goat. But then somebody was saying you can't bring your own alcohol.
Oh,
It's
really?
kind of funky.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess they have two of them or something, and they're both that way.
Yeah, I
maybe,
know
or-
that. It's funny is actually when we're sitting there, they have a little thing that if you take a tour of the apartment,
Yeah.
you get a free meal.
Yeah,
I know, we're like,
I believe it.
Let's check out these apartments.
When is your lease up? 7 months, but I'll tour this now.
Just released 5 minutes ago. But I'll
Yeah.
go there.
Well, yeah. I know we have a house, but we're just checking it out.
just,
We get a kid
Looking for
moving
lunch.
here. We're
yeah,
just,
I don't know.
So you moved here 2 months ago.
Like,
How was that transition? And did you visit here before you moved, or was it?
I visited like 6 years ago
Okay.
Where'd you move from?
from San Diego.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I visited with some friends and we stayed out in Colombia.
Okay.
And I just really liked it. I just really liked Tennessee. And
How different is it now from 6 years ago?
Yeah.
well, I wasn't here in the winter. Yeah, it is a little hard. It's hard right now, but I'm really looking forward to the spring.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when it's because when everything.
I was just talking about physically the city because
Yeah.
we've only been here a year and a half, and it's like the downtown skyline's changed so much already just in that year and a half.
They quarantine everybody so they can just build a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
real quick. Nobody will notice.
Well, actually, I was in Columbia pretty much, so I really
Oh, okay.
didn't come to Nashville
Okay.
hardly
Okay.
at all. I really liked Franklin. I spent some time in Franklin.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Leaper's Fork.
Yeah. Yeah, we still haven't been out to Leaper's Fork, but everyone tells us go check out the distillery and yeah.
I love it.
I do have random questions just to like make it fun. Let's get a good one. What pet peeves make you all cringe? Don't look at each other.
Pet peeves.
Yeah, just make you cringe inside.
Amazon boxes everywhere.
In the streets and who's ordering a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I order everything on Amazon.
I'd
I
assume
don't
it's
think twice
essential.
about it.
What?
I'm assuming it's essential stuff.
I hate being tailgated.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
nobody
fair.
really, but yeah, really, like, really, really well.
Driver's worst here or in San Diego?
Probably San Diego.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I mean, just recently, all the dog poop out in the front. I mean, it's like these neighbors, and we have 2 dogs, but we always take them to the park, and then we clean up after them. But they don't clean up after the dogs. They got 2 dogs, and then they rented out a room to this girl who has a dog. So they have 3 dogs, and they never pick up.
In their own yard?
In their own yard.
And you can smell it?
Well, yeah, because I walk by it, right? Well, I don't really smell it, but I just walk right by it, and it's constant.
I would think that it would start to smell during the summer if it gets, but right now it's not.
Big dogs, small dogs?
Big dogs, big dogs, yeah.
Oh, but that people that would let them do their business in the middle of the sidewalk and not pick it up. That was where I used to live in San Diego. That was bad.
Oh, was
Like,
it?
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every now and then there's some on the walkway, and I gotta hose it off, and it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one likes poop, okay?
Defecating just anywhere
Yeah.
is not.
I know.
Yeah, in general, that's a cringe thing.
Yeah.
This
Have-
totally looks like chocolate, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It
the
does.
cranberries.
Tomato basil scone.
It's good?
Oh, wow.
Very savory.
I think I prefer sweet scones.
Yeah.
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 What about
You should go prove. First thing when I read that question off to write it down, I saw a video the other day of 500 people cracking their knuckles at once. The worst thing. It was bad. Not gonna say I'm ever gonna see that again, but that made me cringe. That's what I thought of.
So you don't like the knuckle cracking in general?
I do it all the time.
Oh,
My mom
okay.
hates it, and so I sent her the video to make her upset. But yeah, that one, it was just still cringy to listen to 500
at the
people
exact same time or just in a sequence?
all at the same time. Like the speaker said, I need everybody to be silent, and on the count of 3, crack your knuckles. It's not great. I'm sure you can find it. What are some, over the past year, a band or a musician that you found that you listen to more of? And I also have a question for y'all too.
Taylor Swift's been cranking out music.
Been putting out her same album from what I heard.
Yeah.
Smart.
It's like, this is just like the last one.
Yeah. She's actually getting paid for it.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I've been listening
Just
to
in
country
the
music
past
a lot.
Yeah.
I've been dabbling in country music just because I really am not a fan. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to get familiarized with it.
Yeah.
So some old school country people. I can't remember this one lady. I can't remember her name.
Loretta Lynn. I'm just throwing out names.
Oh, we said
Yeah. I'm not a huge country. I like folk and banjo stuff, but real country, I don't know. I can't do it, especially the pop country. Now, I read something when I was in my early 20s that people around the ages of 33 to 35 just stopped listening to new music. And I don't want to stereotype here, but do you all feel that way?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, I listen to everything.
That was my last concert was Post Malone.
Was what?
Okay.
Was Post Malone when he was here at Bridgetown. That was the end of February or the beginning of March. I can't remember, but that was the last.
Before we shut down.
Yeah, I work for Fifth Third, so we have a box up there. So I get to go, if customers or brokers or someone's interested.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go to anything and everything. I was like, I don't care, I'll go.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Live on the Green?
Yeah, we did. Last
Good.
year, yeah.
With American authors and
What's that? Live on the Green?
they were. It's a radio station, right?
Mhm.
Did they put it on?
Lightning 100.1 or
Yeah,
something
and
like
I
that.
think it's out here, right? It was out this way.
Right in front of the Capitol building.
Yeah,
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Live on the Green is a free concert series for a month. Every Thursday, they have free concerts of great bands. And on the last weekend, they have Thursday, Friday, Saturday of just fantastic bands. It's free. Just get to come down. You can get
We
a...
got food trucks everywhere.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're hoping for this summer and spring that we
Fingers
get
crossed.
some outdoor concerts going.
What kind of bands do you normally like?
Kind of all over for like Kurt Vile?
Yeah.
Kurt Vile.
I've got one or two of his songs in my
I
Spotify.
love him. Oh my gosh, I love him.
Pretty Pimpin', is that one of them? Yep.
I love him so much. Kurt Vile. Listen to some worship, different worship music. I mean, I can go from like the Sound of Music soundtrack to Black Sabbath.
Okay.
I mean, I'm really, really eclectic.
Okay.
Really eclectic. So.
Not judgmental. Yeah, so not judgmental for any music. Yeah, they had Grace Potter this past year. Grace Potter, St. Paul and the Broken Bones, Lake Street Dive, Wild Feathers. Dr. Dog was there a few years ago.
I think I saw them.
Rainbow Kitten Surprise was there too, which is the craziest name ever.
Rainbow Kitten.
Craziest name.
Was that concert we went to that was? I think we went to a couple that were kind of over there, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went. Yeah,
Trying to
with
remember the other
Jenna.
one.
She was here.
Yeah.
She didn't want to stay.
Yeah, that's right.
She's
Daughter.
daughter. Yeah, it was just.
She was being a grump.
Yeah, because I think it's hard because she's here. She doesn't know anybody here,
Right.
and
We're with parents.
and just
Yeah, with
have
her
to hang out with
parents
her
and,
parents. Just
We're drinking and having a good time. She can't drink because she's only 19.
She can't or doesn't want to.
Well, she can't. She can't order. So.
I guess she can't really have any drink.
What if you have responsible drunk parents? It's fine.
Woo, Jenna, let's go.
We're doing tequila shots in the bathroom. Come on.
Yeah, we dragged her around all over.
We had like some no-shows, huh?
Yeah, I think Mike and I were here alone the first week. Last week we had 7 people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this week's what we got.
So it just kind of differs.
I knew that was a California thing. I didn't know if it extended into Nashville too.
It's what you expect with any meetup, I guess.
I'll tell you, it
I'm
did
just
roll
happy.
around early this morning. It was like, she had her alarm up, and I'm like, oh man, what time is it?
Yeah.
Well, he was watching the fight last night.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So we had people.
I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. The fact that he lost, that's not that shocking, but the way he lost.
And the second round too.
Yeah.
I had him winning in the third, and then he loses in the second.
Yeah. I just thought if Poirier was going to win, he'd win in the third on a submission kind of thing,
Yeah.
Not just striking him like that.
Especially the first round, he looked off. Poirier
Right.
did not look
Yeah.
like he was doing well.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, and then early in the second round, it looked like this was going to be it, and then boy, he turned the tables.
It was good. And the fights leading up to it were just as good too. All
Yeah.
the women's events were knockout, submission,
Yeah.
great fights. So.
That guy who had the UFC debut and they called everyone out. That guy
Michael Chandler, yeah.
he was lights out. My guy looks like the real
shredded,
deal.
too. I mean, he is the best shape I've ever seen somebody.
Yeah.
But I agree. I was up late last night and did not want to wake up.
I know. I was like, we gotta get up.
Yeah.
Like, what time is it?
I can grab coffee, start drinking, have some fun.
Right. How far of a drive is it from Antioch to here?
No traffic, 22. With traffic, 24, 25.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
bad. In regular times, when there's a ton of traffic midweek, it would be like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Or so, but I usually never have to worry about that. If we were doing trivia game night, what category would be your all's like go-to?
What would be your go-to?
I don't have one.
World War II history.
Okay.
Really?
World War II? Wow.
I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about dictators. It's called The Real Dictators.
Yeah.
Great.
Started with Trump.
No, not. They haven't updated it. Yeah. My boots were locked together.
Only success with this dictator.
Yeah, you're right. And he only had 4 years. He couldn't do much. But like hearing about Stalin was insane. I'm on the Japanese part. I'm only one in there. North Korea was okay. But Stalin was huge. Just hearing about how he got
What was?
The Real Dictators.
The Japanese really didn't have a dictator. But they had the army.
Yeah.
Basically, the military was running the country.
Yeah. General Tojo, he wasn't the dictator,
Right.
but he ran
He
everything.
was the guy while
Yeah.
he was the guy.
It's a very good series. I'd recommend it. But Stalin, like, at the age of 37, he was already expedited to Serbia. I don't think it was Serbia. Yeah, even at a later age, he just wasn't even in the country. Then he ends up running Russia. So anyway, great, highly recommended. Hey, did you just listen to a ton of World War II history, read a ton?
Yeah, I don't remember where it started, or maybe when the History Channel came on, it was the old World War II channel.
Yeah.
I don't know if I started with that. But yeah, like whenever, like it's like my history books on my Kindle are all World War II. And you get them, because they're not really being written very much currently, right? So you get them for like $1.
Yeah. The information's kind of there now.
Amazon puts them on sale for $1 or $2, so I can buy them more than I can ever read.
Smart. What about you all?
Well, sports would be mine.
I'm not very into trivia.
Any entertainment? Fashion? I don't.
She has a
English?
difficult time recall. It's
What?
like, oh, what's that person's name?
I know, I'm really bad about remembering. Like, I just know it, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's like.
I know their face.
I don't know, maybe like random pop culture, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Or music, probably
90s, 80s. What would be your go-to?
all over.
Smart.
I'm guessing yours would be music.
A little bit. If it's anything post 90s, yeah. Even some 80s.
I'd be okay with the 80s. I could do okay with 80s.
But he knows all this random stuff. Like he remembers weird things. Like I don't know. Like
What's the most random fact you know?
Oh, I know a lot of random stuff.
he knows lots of.
I know
What you got?
the world's largest rodent is the capybara.
What's that?
The largest rodent is the capybara.
Capybara?
Capybara. It's from South America.
Yeah.
It's the world's largest rodent.
Very blunt nose in a way.
They're also known as water pigs.
Oh my god.
They don't look like
Very
pigs.
random.
I don't know. I like them.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
really random. I think they're cute. I like them, but
It would be fun to have. Like, if you had a rat race, you're gonna choose that
some
one.
people have them as pets. There's a guy in Texas that has one as a pet.
Oh gosh.
And why don't you?
Is it cuddly?
They're big. Well, I think they do need access to water. I mean, they're pretty
It's out
sizable.
of the sink.
Yeah.
Got all the rivers there. Yeah, that was something we actually learned, was that the Duck River has more life than any river in the United States. Just
Where's that?
I guess it would be West Tennessee, just outside.
Duck River.
Yeah, it's like just past Franklin. After you pass Franklin, and just keep going on whatever freeway that is. You'll hit the Duck River, and it goes for a while. I guess it spans several counties, and there's apparently more wildlife on that river than anywhere on in the United States.
Just per capita, or like different varieties?
Yeah, I don't know how they.
It was different varieties, like different types of species.
Yeah.
So
And it's just like, and they said that it has just as much life in that river as the Nile River.
Yeah.
Okay, just for rep, that's a capybara.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
seen
didn't they
that?
have those in? They had those in Louisiana. Like there's a problem.
They do?
Yeah. I think they actually hunt them.
Yeah.
There's like bounties. Like you can like get $20, whatever.
$20 a capybara?
just random stuff.
Random
that you
facts.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Like,
the
I don't
craziest
know.
thing, and I know exactly. It was like I couldn't sleep in the middle of the night. I went downstairs, flipped the TV on, and there was this random show on guys in pickup trucks hunting these things. Yeah, I guess they go into the sewers and they're
They're big. They'll clog. They would clog up something.
yeah. I guess I don't know.
Those are little tiny rats.
That's right. So yeah. So as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, oh yeah, yeah. They don't like them in Louisiana.
Can we just show you random pictures of things and you just happen to have a fact about
Are
them?
you trying to put together a trivia night? Is that what
Apparently so, yeah. I'm trying to form my team. It's the only reason I'm doing this, is to form my
Yeah, but they call
trivia
them
team.
like what do they call them? I can't like sewer rat or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Is that what
Water treatment.
No, it was there was some kind of rat. Like they called him something.
Might be a different rat.
Yeah, they when I saw that picture, I was like, oh yeah.
A massive mouse.
I think it was a local term that they used for him. It was like, you know, these guys in these pickup trucks with these rifles, and I was like, this is insane.
Not even that dangerous. Like, what do you do for a living? I hunt down these creatures that can't kill you. But
driving in the middle of the night because that's when they come out, you know, and just out hunt them. So like, in populated areas.
Everybody's got a passion.
It would literally be like 2 a.m. going down to Nashville and just seeing guys with pickup trucks, you know, with rifles in the back, just kind of looking.
Have a flag with capybara on it with like just an X over it.
Yeah, flashlights going, and it's just like, what is going on here? Yeah, it was really bizarre. Like,
Is that what all the shooting?
maybe that's the gunfire we hear. They're hunting them here too. I know we always say, yeah, firework.
They love Oreos. They're just setting out Oreos.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look back on it. The San Diego Zoo is the largest botanical garden in the world, just because they have that a massive amount of space and just so many different types.
Yeah. And the temperature never changes, and it's.
I learned the term marine layer when I went to California.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever heard that. Is it cloudy? Kinda.
Where do you guys work at and stuff?
I work for Fifth Third, so.
For what?
For Fifth Third Bank.
I'm not working right now, but I hopefully soon.
Same, I've been doing the same thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I was working at Franklin Templeton and then for JP Morgan. But now I took time off and I'm going to start looking again.
Take that time. I mean, as somebody who's put in probably close to 500 applications over the past 7 months, just take it.
Yeah.
Just take your time.
I know, exactly. So
So you guys are kind of like in the finance industry.
Yeah. My old boss from U.S. Bank came. He's originally from Jackson, so he moved back here like 3 years ago. His folks moved out here, so he's like, I'm gonna go back south. And then when we became empty nesters, and then her company was offshooting her department to JP Morgan, so it's like, let's just go. So.
That's cool. I just recently started investing.
Oh, you did?
I've never gotten into that before, but I'm sure.
Right. So are you doing it through the Chase app? Or
through online platforms.
Okay. Yeah,
I've got Fidelity and then Google.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know. Gosh, the market's been crazy too, huh? Like
It's
I
everything,
cannot believe it. Like, wow.
Yeah, one of them I'm doing really well in, but I mean, it just takes patience.
Exactly. Right.
My roommate's in the process of, he wants to become a professional stock trader and do the day trades every day. So he's been doing a ton of research, but he's trying to get to that 25,000 mark before he can.
Yeah.
There's all the chart interpretation.
Day trading isn't really about research. It's about
timing,
manipulating the way stocks move and the way other people will cause the stock to move and getting out before they get out and getting in before they get in. It's,
Right.
Yep.
You don't give a crap about who the company is or what their prospects are next year or next month.
Yeah.
The way they,
not investing.
You're just hoping to hear information.
Yeah.
Well, that way they use those tools now for volume. Like you can watch the volume of trading. There's all these freaking tools that just never existed
It's
before.
market timing. It's really
And it's live, and it's
Yeah.
the charts are crazy nowadays.
Yeah. Our son's been doing that. He's been watching things like the volume goes, and I don't know, and he like executes based on.
If the stock goes
I don't
down
even know
with
what
little
he's-
volume, it's different than if the stock goes down with a lot of volume.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
And then you're waiting for the volume, and then you get in, and then you cross your fingers.
Yeah.
And then, 120 seconds later, you get out.
Yeah.
That's day trading.
Yep.
You give a crap about what the company's doing.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
I can't look at it because I was like, I'm
I
going
know.
blind
It's
looking
just
at
too much. It gives me too much anxiety to try to like, oh no.
It's too emotional.
I
It's too
know.
much, like,
It's going down. It's going down. It's going down.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are y'all's hobbies? That was something I didn't even ask for past 2 minutes.
I like to go hiking and, you know, gardening and, you know, I like shopping,
Yeah.
eating, music. So, you know,
I do
just to go out.
paintings.
Nice.
Paintings?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into it actually. I use nail polish.
Okay.
I'll show you. I used to sell around San Diego, so I'm
Wow.
yeah, I'm gonna get it going again and see.
Sorry, what was it? I didn't hear you say what it was.
I make paintings using nail polish.
Paintings.
Mhm.
Wow.
Wow.
That says love in American Sign Language.
That's
Oh, I
awesome.
see. Okay.
How big
And
is
then-
that?
That's small. I think that one was like 12 by 12.
Okay.
So and then
I was gonna
that's
say nail polish is, you know, so
that's the same painting with black light on it.
okay.
With black light.
So why do you use the medium of nail polish?
It's something different.
Yeah.
You know, kind of sets me apart. And it was just an inspiration that I had one day. Because my mom had a whole bunch of nail polish, and I knew she was never going to use it. You know, it was just sitting there. I just
I
knew
have
it's
a
like
lot of that.
no, you know, a lot of people do. You know, a lot of people have nail polish that just sit, it just
Right.
accumulates. I'm like, I don't like wasting things. I like to be resourceful, and it was just this like idea, like light bulb, like why don't you try to incorporate it into a painting? And so it just kind of progressed from there, and yeah, and people like them.
Yeah.
Good.
That's great.
There's so many venues for that, for artists and stuff that there's all these markets. I mean, it's less now, but even now they still do a lot of these outdoor markets that artists go to, whether it's Centennial Park or Bicentennial Park here. They do that kind of stuff.
If I read it correctly, I'm pretty sure a slot out there is only like $750 a month,
Yeah.
which is not bad to
Yeah.
sell your own stuff. Yeah. So if you can make that back a month,
Yeah.
and they seem pretty empty out there for a lot of spaces, but also it's been winter,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it may be.
Yeah,
a little
this
bit
place is so much more quiet in the winter.
Yeah.
Of course, with COVID.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it gets more.
Yeah, so like November, December, and even probably beginning of January, it's like super quiet there. And I mean, not super quiet, relatively so. And then it gets going again. And
So
like
I came here in kind of like the dead season, kind
That's,
of.
oh, that's right, because you came in like November.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
So it'll start perking up again.
Yeah, well, you know, COVID has got a lot to do with it too. So it's like, but I don't know. We drove by Broadway
On
New Year's Eve because
Just
we went to
see, like,
dinner.
okay.
Yeah.
And it was packed.
Yeah, the street was
It was
packed.
crazy.
I was like,
yeah, I'm sure, like, yeah, because you live right
Pretty
off.
sure everything closed
Yeah.
down at 10:30 though.
You're
They
right.
should have.
I don't know.
I think, yeah, the last drinks are at 10, but they can stay till
Right.
11 or
11,
something.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It looked like because we went there probably around 9,
Yeah.
You
right?
start early enough, you can't make it to midnight anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there were some places that were gonna celebrate at 10, and
Okay.
you know, basically like let's celebrate at 10, and then
Celebrate
it was out
different
by
time
11,
zones.
and that kind of thing. And I was like, no, but it was sidewalk to sidewalk all the way across the street. You know, solid.
Everybody's familiar with when that is. So.
But yeah, we came here 2 years ago, New Year's. Yeah,
Here?
to Keith Urban concert, and it was insane. It was like 200,000 people out here.
It was on the lawn?
Yes, it was
it was
like,
right out
it
here.
was
At
so
Nail, on New Year's Eve,
good.
outside.
And then we watched the note drop, and
the
that was
stage
so
was
much
way
fun.
back there.
Our
They
first
had all
New
these
Year's
big
So they just had all this
TVs,
blocked off?
and,
Everything was blocked off,
Yep.
and oh my gosh, it was so packed.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was over 200,000 people here, and they had all the
Crazy.
vendors. They had
Yeah.
some tents, you know, for like vendors and like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there were some tents for people to come in.
It was cold, though.
It was very cold, so like people were huddled in like one place. But then we just went out and we went into the crowd.
Yeah, we got here
and-
kind of. What did we get here? Like almost 11. We didn't,
Yeah.
you know, it wasn't like we were gonna hang out all night.
And it was fun. And
brought
we
in
had
some-
fireworks. You know, all these musicians playing.
Yeah, Stevie Nicks was here, and
It's tough to even like fathom things like that right now.
I know.
It's just been so long.
Yeah, Keith Urban is like, he's so talented, you know, and he just does all. they did this thing where they showed all these people up on the big screen that had passed that year, artists, and so he did like this whole medley of each person's song.
That's
and it's
awesome.
just like this guy can do it all. It's ridiculous. And it's like it didn't matter who it was. It was like, oh, he can do that guy too. And I was like,
Is he the one who's Australian? or
yeah,
something like that?
yeah.
I heard they live in Green Hills.
Yeah.
They shop around Green Hills a lot.
Yeah, we saw him at the bookstore by
Yeah.
Vanderbilt. It's like, we were at this cafe that's right next to
Sun
it.
and Fork.
Yeah, and so we're eating by the window, and I see this Bentley pulling through the parking lot. I'm like, oh, nice car. And then he pops out. I'm like, okay. And his
Nice
with
career.
His daughter.
Yeah.
He's there with his daughter, and they went into the bookstore. So I was like, it's Keith Urban.
Feels so weird, just like going up to him, ask for a picture or anything
Yeah.
too. It's you
Well,
gotta
he's
let
with
him
his
live.
daughter, so I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. Like the reaction on everyone's face, like, when he's walking through, like, he kind of looks like, is that him? What is it?
I mean, not many 47-year-olds are wearing that bangy
Yeah.
thingy.
It was funny as we were walking our dogs at Radnor, and this lady comes out, oh, why do you dogs? And she's with some guy, and we're like looking at this guy, like, because he used, same thing. It's like, late 30s, early 40s. He had this hairstyle thing going. We're like, you're somebody, and I just can't figure it out.
Did you figure it out?
No, we couldn't figure it out. But
We
we're
were
both,
like, we
we're
know
like,
he's somebody.
she's somebody. I just,
So you still have the mental picture of him. at
yeah,
least,
yeah.
I know.
I don't know if I'd recognize him again, but it was just funny. It's like,
But yeah.
So were there any trends back in the day that would be 100% cringy today that you rocked completely? Like, I held a bowl cut way too long. Extremely too long.
oh,
I had
know.
the spiral perm.
Yeah,
Don't even know what that is.
That's where
Okay.
the perms were. It's
what
like
did, what did they call
tighter.
that perm for men? Perm back in the 80s?
He had a perm.
The Soul Glow type perm?
No, it had a term like a wave, or I think it was called a wave. And it was basically a men's perm.
Okay.
And I had that. I had big hair. I had big hair.
I was like, who's that girl?
Who's that girl?
What kind of products do you use? What about you all?
There's your pants for a while.
Well, there
Okay,
you go.
yeah, that's one.
I used to have some sprayed up bangs.
Oh yeah.
Like real sprayed up.
Big hair was huge. What questions y'all got?
Oh, I didn't bring any questions.
Or what have y'all been studying recently, or any news articles you've seen? Curious on opinions?
Oh, yeah, I'm actually trying to stay off all of that.
I get that.
Exactly.
I completely
I've
get
actually
that.
been.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was talking to my brother, he lives in the Bay Area, and he was going on about, all this stuff that's happening with the transition. I go, I literally haven't been watching any of it. Ever since that whole Capitol thing, I was like, I'm turning it all off. I don't want to see and hear any of it. I'm over all of it.
I just feel like it's just so divisive, like all the news media
Well, it's
right
upsetting,
now, and
too,
it's just
you know,
and it's
it's
like
like-
I can be upset at one comment or another comment, and like
Yeah.
it just really sets. Yeah, I just want to turn it off.
It doesn't
and I don't
matter
wanna
what
listen to
station
it.
I watch. I'll flip to CNN, and there'll just be a bunch of people talking. I'm like, you're all making me so angry.
Yeah.
And I'll flip it over to Fox, and there'll be a bunch of people talking. I'm like, you're all making me so angry.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I watching this?
I
It's
just,
like-
I've been turning it all off. I just don't want to watch it.
So what have y'all been doing to keep sane? Like, you've been painting more.
Well, my mom's been in town, so she's been with
Okay.
me, and she just left on Friday.
Okay.
So I've been just hanging out with her, just taking her
So that
around
made
places.
you sane or not
Yeah.
sane?
What?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
What?
What was that?
He's
It,
like,
it
yeah.
was just hard because, she's older, so we had to be a little careful
Yeah,
about,
we had to
where we
really-
go,
yeah.
what we do.
Yeah.
And that's why Friday night we're like, we're going out.
Yeah. That's not football,
Yeah. So it's like.
Yeah, we've really had to be cautious about, because she's almost 80, and I just don't want to expose her to anything. And plus, she doesn't know anybody here, so it's like, it's just me, so it's been really hard. because, you know, I'm trying to divide my time between him and her.
Were there any new places that you went to take her that you wouldn't have gone?
Oh, so that Hermitage, that Andrew Jackson's home.
Oh, I heard about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went there because Rick never wanted to go. I'm like,
Yeah,
he doesn't-
zero
interest in going. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna take her there. So we went there. And
we
it was
went
good.
there though, and I guess they were sold out, and I'm like, it costs money? What?
Yeah,
They were sold out?
yeah, they
Yeah.
were sold
I
out.
understand it costs money, but it's sold out?
But
Yeah.
yeah, back then, yeah,
This was
Yeah.
pre-COVID.
yeah, because there's
Okay,
tours that
okay.
you actually have to go on
Yeah.
to get in.
Yeah, so I guess people are like, I want to be at the 4 o'clock tour, and they just buy tickets in advance. I guess it's weird.
Yeah.
So I was just shocked that it cost money. I was like, who pays money for this?
And it's not cheap too.
He learned World War II and other history.
But yeah,
Historical
it'd be
facts.
one thing if it was like $7 or something like that, but it was like $30 or something like that.
24.
It's a big house. They gotta keep it clean.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Somebody who went to
I just
Andrew
wanna
Jackson
figure out-
Elementary.
I figured
Pretty
they,
big deal.
they get state money or
Oh, yeah.
federal money.
Kingsport, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, you get my money too.
But yeah, so that was good. We went there.
Oh, we did go to Graceland.
Oh,
I
we went to
enjoyed that.
Graceland?
nice.
Yeah. That
Got to
was,
see the toilet that he was.
No, they don't. So that's the thing is the whole upstairs, which is where his private room and all that, is
Yeah.
closed to the public. So the
Okay.
only people that can go upstairs are family. Yeah, so that's where he died.
Unless you paid extra. Let's be honest.
Maybe, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Snuck up there.
Oh, yeah.
But it is, for me, it was worth it, and I'm not a huge Elvis fan, but it was just really cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, my mom was a big Elvis fan,
Yeah.
so she was like, "Oh yes."
and they have all these other buildings that have like his cars, all of his.
It's so big.
All of his
I'm
things,
surprised how big it was.
performance
The
wear, you know, that he
I mean,
all
I'm
the
sure he's
different
very rich
outfits.
for his
It's just
time,
like,
too.
Look at this
Well, I
place.
mean,
They have
there's
this
different
huge
exhibits
display of
in
all
it, like
his
you know, like the
awards
outfits and the cars,
records.
and then I don't know. There was all these like
Yeah,
when
I mean,
he
it
was
was
in
impressive. I
service,
was like, damn,
all
he was
his
really
military, you know, uniforms and things like that.
I mean,
How long was he
between
actually
the
in the
karate
service?
and the Vegas stuff, and
Remember
you know,
now.
Okay.
So you
riding
see, I'm
horses
terrible at
and
trivia.
riding ATVs.
What if he was there 3 months and they're like, he's too talented, send him back?
He did karate?
Yeah, he's just into everything.
That's
It was
what
just weird. Yeah.
Wow.
If it was
Between-
random and kind of cool, he was doing it.
Yeah.
That's really funny. I did not know that.
Yeah, the area that they have all these vehicles, he had the most random stuff. Like he had this submergible like motorcycle that you could go into water, and it's just
Yeah,
so
he was
random.
very, very trendy. I mean,
Yeah.
he got into everything.
He had like a race car, you know, it's just the most random stuff. He had a 3-wheel motorcycle when that didn't exist back then. You know?
Wow.
Or his media room where they had like a bunch of TVs. I don't know. At that time, I think that
Yeah.
was new. You know,
Yeah.
I guess people didn't have
It
that.
was,
I don't know.
yeah, it's so bizarre. It's like this time warp too. I mean, literally, I've gone back in time to the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Because that house hasn't
preserved-
changed.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
hasn't changed.
and it's immaculate, and you can just like walk right into it. It's like, whoa! I was not expecting this.
Yeah, I just got a picture in front of the gate, but I didn't actually go in.
Yeah, and it's just in an awful area too, and it's just like, wait, are we going the right way? It's just
I'm
like,
trying to think of the submergible motorcycle as in, oh, how deep will it go? As long as you can
it's
hold your
like-
breath.
It like goes into water and then it starts to float, kind of thing, you know?
Okay.
So it's just like, this is so random.
So it's like the first jet ski. You know?
Yeah, he's quite a character. Yeah, you're like walking out into this like yard area, you know. It's like, oh yeah, they used to shoot guns in here, and I'm like, random. They have all the shell casings that are still there.
Oh, that's funny. I'm
They
sure you
literally
didn't
preserve
that.
everything as that snapshot in time. It's just bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, but before that, I was working so much, I didn't really do much.
Yeah.
And then my mom came, so and we've been hanging out for what? She was out here for 3 months. So
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
what
wow.
I've been doing for 3 months, and just kind of
So where does she live?
in California.
Okay.
In San Jose. Yeah. So
She's the only one left there? Do you have any other
Oh,
family?
no, I
or?
have sister.
Okay.
All of my family is actually out there. His family is too.
Okay.
So they're
Well,
all
my
out
sister's in Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, but My parents and my brother are in the Bay Area.
We were talking about that at one point, just how hot Austin is, and like everybody's moving there right now.
Yeah. My sister and her husband lived in Austin. I don't know, like 10 years ago, and then they're teachers, and they've lived abroad. You know, they've done private schools, and they kind of lived abroad, but lived in the United States. So they were in Austin like 10 years ago, and then they came back from Spain and decided to kind of settle back down into Austin and make that home. So, so that was what, 3 years ago? They moved there 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
So.
The guy, well, it was good.
Yeah.
I
mean,
almost moved out there like 3 years ago, but yeah, it's too built up now. All the tech.
Yeah.
It's like all the tech.
Yeah. All the tech companies are moving out there now.
So what line of work were you in? I don't know if I caught that.
I work at Costco.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
That's not good. I heard most of their margins are made just on subscriptions or the membership fees.
It works out that way.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, because everything else is breaking.
Yeah, they basically try to keep it like at 3% on every product. They'll lower the product price.
Yeah.
Keep it 3%.
Yeah, like the chicken's a lost leader kind of thing. It's like they actually lose money on the chicken, but it's like that's what keeps bringing them back.
Yeah.
You're walking out of there with something you didn't plan on buying.
Essentially, like from the manufacturer there, cut open the box and there it is. So it's nuts.
What have you been doing? You've been just...
I just been working.
I know. Just working. I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to go out to places.
That is one thing with work. It's been tougher just to like calling on companies because everyone's like, oh, we're not back in the office yet, and why don't we?
And if we were, we don't want you there.
Yeah, so it's always, let's see how it is in 3 months from now, and it's it's still kind of the same. So, but it does feel a little different now because some of the uncertainty was about the election, so that's behind us now.
Yep.
And I think also people are just kind of fatigued of like, okay, well, if we just do this for a little longer, and now people are like, well, we kind of see a light at the end of the tunnel, and if you even our company, we tried doing they tried splitting staffing in two and said, okay, 1 week you guys are coming in, and the other week you're coming in, and that lasted all of 2 weeks. And it's like, just forget it. Just go in if you want to go in. Don't if you don't.
Just get your work done.
Yeah, but it's been tough. I mean, it's
beautiful.
I was like, what is that? I was like,
It's farmer's market.
yeah. I was like, there's your gardening right there.
Yeah, this place is great normally because they have all the farmers market stuff going on outside. And
This is my first time here.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's cool. We have an outdoor
During the
farmers
weekend,
market,
they
fresh
usually open.
produce, and all that.
It's very dead. I mean, there's hardly anything probably even open yet, and I don't. But Saturday afternoons are good at like 10 to maybe 11 to 1 or 2, I think. I don't know if Sunday ends up being less busy or.
I don't know. I haven't been here.
Usually they don't. A lot of the vendors don't come till like 10, 10:30. So if you come here before that, it's not.
Yeah.
They're still sleeping.
Yeah, but they even have like when we came here when there was pre-COVID, there was like butchers and they'd bring out.
Oh,
Butchers are always
yeah,
there.
and they had like
Butchers are always
demos
there.
of cooking demos and things
That's
like
right,
that.
yeah.
Tastings.
This lady was out there cooking pasta and telling you how to make the pasta. I was like,
And then you,
I haven't seen that.
It was kind of fun.
yeah, it was good.
But we gotta get.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We actually have to. We're meeting some people. So
Yeah, for brunch, yeah.
You got to get mimosas. I get it.
But it was good to meet you guys.
You all as well.
Yeah.
Be here every Sunday. So
Oh, okay. All right.
go back out. Hopefully Bill's Mafia pulls it out today. So
And where are you? You guys are from Sacramento, you said?
Yeah.
El Dorado Hills, Folsom.
Dorado
Yeah.
Hills.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. Jim, and you said Jim and your sister.
Jim and Sarah.
Sarah, what's the last?
6.
Yeah,
Six.
let me
And are we
see.
down to 14? I don't know.
Yeah.
We down
So
to
it's
14
Green Bay and
after yesterday. We got
That's
3
Sarah,
teams now.
and that's
No,
her
Green
son.
Bay and Tampa played.
Do you know her? Do you know her?
My
Yeah.
gosh, I
I
do
think it's
know
5:30,
her.
I told you.
I do know her.
The only game that's
I
playing
do
her
know her.
today.
She went to my church.
Yeah, 5:40 is our game.
She knows everything.
So the other games
Oh, is
earlier.
it?
you weren't lying
Yeah,
about the
it's
social
two-
butterfly. That's fun.
I do.
Take a picture of you.
Okay, sure.
Then we take a week off.
I'm sure she
and then
knows.
the Super
I knew
Because
she
we
knew.
were in
She knows everybody.
Tampa.
She knows everybody.
Rick, you know her. She
is it?
went to our church.
She knows my cousin. She knows everybody. I knew it.
I just don't know.
Oh my gosh.
You remember her?
Oh yeah, she has
Yeah.
3 kids.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to sit in front of us at church all the time.
Yeah.
Smallest world.
Yeah,
I swear.
she's adopted from Korea. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, we used to see her kids all the time. And,
That's
Great kid.
she's so great. I love her. She's so great.
It's hysterical.
Yeah, oh here, I'm gonna take a picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, are we gonna
funny.
take pictures?